up straight for a second. Perfect, you're good. Thank you.
tonight, you join us for the closing week of PEC matchups. Boise State is ready to go up against their final PEC opponent, Nebraska. Broncos versus the Huskers, sure to be a very exciting matchup, and one that Boise State definitely wants to win, because there certainly has been another team that has been giving them a run for their money in PEC Rocket League. But we'll dive into that in just a moment. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I'm joined by Danner Hill to call all of the action for you here tonight. And Danner, Boise State now looking to close things off with a bang in front of a live audience, no less, too. And what do you think, just personally, just to poll you, what are some of the plays that are best to pull off in front of an audience in Rocket League, do you think?
The mechanical solo plays, just something flashy, out of pocket, something that can break down a defense in a millisecond. Those are what can get a crowd really hyped up.
Well, we definitely have some players that are capable of solo plays. In fact, let's take a look at all the players that we have lined up for us here tonight. We got your three mains that we have all come to know and love: Emiliano Flores, Kate Hall, Gabe Reynolds, Preston Ferrante. We also got Grant Kupel, who we saw a few weeks ago make his debut in one of these matches. And then, of course, Coach Peyton Wilkin heading everything up. Now, the Broncos have had a pretty good season so far, being 6-1, but of course it's that one that has driven everything into disarray. Michigan State, who now finds themselves in a position to be undefeated and actually the #1 PEC Rocket League team. So a really huge turn of events, and Boise State has just been trying to pick up the pieces ever since then, pick up the wins while they can, and end the season on a high note, and that all comes down to this Nebraska game.
It's going to really come down to it, because, I mean, you want to end off with that final win going into whatever's going to be after this. I mean, having that loss against Michigan, sure, it can be daunting. It can kind of sit on your minds for a little bit, but at the end of the day, you got to recoup and regain and come with this game strong.
All right, off we go. Boise State versus Nebraska in the final week of PEC matchups. Can the Rocket League team close things off on a high note here tonight, bring glory to the Boise State Broncos, as they have a lot of spectators as well? All right, off we go. And Boise already with a shot on goal up mid. It's going to bounce off the crossbar. Gill tries to go in for the follow-up, but he doesn't have too much boost to work with. So Promising puts a shot on Boise State's goal to be saved by Durtho last second.
That was very scary right there, Durtho. He has to play that solo play with the little boost he had, but now he's able to get it clear here into the corner. Across the Nebraska net. Creed's going to be able to save it out. Still Nebraska holding an offensive. Woozy up for that one quick. Runs out of boost. Durtho's going to have to cut that one out quickly. I was looking for a clear out to his teammate. There's Gill. Creed's faster than that. It's going to hover in the midfield for just a moment. Who's the next man of the challenge? Is grade 50. Corner. It's going to bounce down. Bouncing back and forth between both of these offenses. It's going to be crucial. It's going to go pinch in the bottom corner for Woozy.
Took a little bit over a minute, but Boise State finds themselves on the board. Woozy with just a very nice little dash forward to beat out one of the Huskers players. Now Boise State ready to go into the next kickoff. And Promising will be able to find the better of that one, gain a whole bunch of ground. Woozy moving on up to start a clear, goes for the double tap, will get it, play it off the ground. Durtho left chasing after it. Skrilla now looking to see if one of his teammates can get a clear. Promising gets a touch on it, but Boise State still managing to keep the pressure up against Nebraska Lincoln.
Need pressure. And now they're just trying to keep it out of their half. You can see Woozy going up fast here, gets a dead ball 50 from midfield, goes down the next. Creed's able to clear that out. Durtho in the corner, not the optimal touch he was wanting. Creed's looking for a demo. It's going to go past Gill. Promising's going to get the first goal for Nebraska, tying up.
So it's definitely going to show Boise State that they cannot take any of these games for granted. I mean, that certainly happened to them with Michigan, and we know how that turned out. So Nebraska Lincoln stepping up to the plate, showing they want to play here tonight. Off to the next face-off. Woozy gets a huge shot toward the back corner for Nebraska Lincoln. Promising with the dribble up the field. Gill looking to disrupt. Now he's looking to see who he wants to pass to. He'll pass it down to Woozy. The shot is straight all the way back to Nebraska's corner. Same one it ended up in after the kickoff. Woozy sets it up to Gill off the backboard. Durtho trying to push it down, but doesn't quite find it, and they move up too far. Bite off more than they can chew, and Nebraska will collapse on that open goal.
They needed that follow-up to really, connect and get that ball in, but with that final commit on the third man, it really pushed up Boise State into the Nebraska side, and they were able to capitalize pretty quickly. Almost halfway through this game, Nebraska leading 2-1. So he's going to turn on this one. He's going to try and get it past one. He's going to reach it with Woozy. Obviously, kind of floats and gets a double tap. Creed, his man up. Tries to go for a slow play. Gill, great to 50 that one early. Drifto. Now it's his turn. Takes it high, goes for the reset. He goes low.
Oh, there it is!
And he ties the game just like that.
That's one of those solo plays we were hoping that one of the Broncos would bring out. Fake Skrilla out on top, then drops down to just sweep it on in. Boise State now tied 2 apiece about halfway into game 1. Skrilla with possession of the ball, looking to start it clear, bounces right off Durtho. Gill will stop it before it even touches mid. Promising into the corner, moving it around. Woozy tries to get a shot to center, but it's blocked. Nice little deflect there by Boise State, though. Keeps their side control going. Gill moves in to play off the wall. Ball gets away from him. Woozy into center, and no follow-up. The Broncos just need to regroup here before their next attempt.
Got to make sure they can maintain that ball control, keep it close, keep it contained, make sure not to waste that much boost. But for the Broncos right now, they just need to get it clear to start it off. And here we go, Durtho again. He's going for the double. It's going to go wide. Doesn't get the contact. Gill, next man up. Tries to get the ball. He ends up getting the 100 boost in the next 50. Just trying to cause disruption. Woozy there with the demo. Trying to get one closer to mid. Make it perfect for Durtho. He's going to play the 50 down. Skrilla, pop up high. Stalking for any offense to try and get a goal on. Woozy though, going for the double.
Awkward angle, and
might get the doozy.
Nope. No doozy for you. But Boise State, at least they're not trailing. Durtho plays off the wall, but nothing comes of it. Promising with a shot back toward Broncos goal. Nice save by Woozy. Push off to the side. Creed now with 1 minute remaining wants to get the leading goal for his team. Maybe it's going to be Skrilla. Durtho runs right into him. 50, Sanchez to play it past promising, but Creed is going to have none of that. The ball still very much up for grabs in mid.
Bounce up perfectly for Durtho. He's going to take one. He's going to go for the double. He's going to get it.
There it is.
He plays it around every single Nebraska defender to put the Broncos in the lead.
And it's this player, Durtho, who met with a lot of the attendees in the arena to give them a special hello. They were a lot of children in the group, so they were very kind of excited to see one of our star esports players before he is ready to do his thing and help the Broncos get into the lead. Now with just half a minute remaining, can Nebraska Lincoln get a tie? That's a nice play by Woozy. Back up toward the mid, Promising and Skrilla moving on back on the field. They get nice contact with it, but here goes Durtho playing off the wall, goes in for the follow-up. Gill demoed, so Boise State has to move on back.
Move on back, but they're still comfortable. Now down to the final 10. All they need to do is hold. Woozy making a great 15 to the side. Durtho with a clear. And that's most likely going to be it for the first game. It just has to touch the ground. Woozy's going to
they're getting one. Yeah, they'll get a little bit of a show-off goal to close things out, make this win even more convincing. Boise State picks up round 1. But Nebraska definitely kept it interesting throughout most of that match. In fact, the total shots on goal, 60% still belong to Nebraska Lincoln. So definitely not a team to be underestimated. Boise State still has a ways to go.
No, not at all. I mean, you talked about it, the total shots on net being in favor of Nebraska, but that can also pay testament to Boise State because it means that even though they have fewer shots, they have more accurate shots. They have more shots that are going in, and they're getting this win.
Well, Boise State and now finding themselves 1-0 in this complete match. Just have 2 more to go, and they will be looking at what is most likely going to be the best they can hope for is going to be a 7-1 record, where Michigan State definitely looking like they're going to be cruising toward an 8-0 record. Maybe the one team that faces off against them tonight will prove us wrong, but as things are looking, Boise State wants to be hand-in-hand with Michigan State as the 2 undisputed best teams of the PEC, setting up what could be a very exciting playoff match later on this academic year. Now we go on to Forbidden Temple. Boise State up 1-0 against Nebraska Lincoln. Just need 2 more wins and they can walk home with their heads held high.
They're going to want to do that. They're going to want to come out strong today. Looking at that box last week, they want to come out with a win this week, give themselves the best win that they can go into the playoffs, and they want to look for that revenge against Michigan State. To start off, we're going to have Skrilla, the Nebraska offense going, promising. Tries to get a pinch to maybe a teammate, but it doesn't work out. Gill with a great cutoff. Starts the Boise State offense. He's going to go from the ceiling. He's going to get into challenges in. Be able to follow up. It's going to be Woozy. Great save off the close post by Creed. Now it's going to be Dirtho making the next 50. Gets away from McGill with the immediate shot. Close post. It's going to die. Dirtho, all he has to do is get it mid for a teammate. Possibly Woozy. Touches off the backboard, but Creed's able to send it out. Boise State now have to trickle on to defense now to make sure it doesn't go into their net.
Ball just gets away from Gill. Woozy moves in for a shot. Touch isn't quite what he wanted. Instead it goes wide to the left. Dirtho be thwarted in his centering opportunity, but quick pass to Gill on the goal off. Just out of the corner. Boise State still left looking for their first goal.
Not by any stretch of the imagination. Their passing plays have been on point so far. Now they got to make sure that the defense is just as on point. Demon to Creed, Woozy, all the time to play with. Dirtho, free jumping, gets one to the backboard, looks for the double, it's going to go wide. Woozy!
Oh, the passing was so on point there.
It's like I'm saying, they're on point.
I mean, both teams, Creed had the right idea, but he just, I don't think he, along with us, was expecting the ball to be passed back to Woozy that fast.
There's only so much you can expect in this game before it becomes unnatural.
Creed with some nice cheating off the kickoff will gain some ground for Nebraska Lincoln as they place one on the goal. Dirtho there with the save, follow up by Skrilla. Shot is inaccurate, however. Goes right up into the crossbar. Now Dirtho with a huge clear back down center. Oh! Nice little play by Woozy. Comes on in, gets that crucial win on the 50. Has a wide open goal to shoot to, and Boise State now is up 2-0.
Go swords and neutral kickoff. Creed looks for the double off the sidewall, doesn't connect. Woozy to make another play for himself. Low 50, dumps it to Dirtho. Now Gill, last man, make sure not to overcommit this time. He takes it to the corner, smart. That's Woozy's turn. He's going to take control, try to play around the last man, but Creed does good. Plays it slow. Now it's Dirtho's turn. Goes for the double, reset, tries to get the triple. No connection there. Now it's just continuous offense out of Boise State, hampering on the net. Nobody can let it up. Nebraska are struggling to get boost for themselves. Now it's Woozy's turn again. One off the sidewall is about all he can get. Now it's Promising's turn. Nebraska, though, getting some offense here late in the game. Actually, I'll correct myself, halfway through this game.
Definitely feels like it's been late in the game, however, with some of the plays Boise State has been making. In fact, the Nebraska Lincoln still isn't bowing too much. They've only allowed 2 goals through. They've gotten a few shots on goal themselves, 5, but it pales in comparison to Boise's 9 right now. Boise State now looking to take it away from Skrilla. They will. Dirtho past the center, bounces right off one of the Huskers and finds the goal.
Nice little redirect shot to put it top bins away from any defender there. Great read out of Dirtho. Puts the Broncos up 3-0, 2 minutes left on the clock. They're in a very comfortable position right now. All they have to do is maintain the lead, burn some time, maybe even get a few more on. You never know.
Woozy elevates up, pass to Durtho in midfield, shot to the left and goes way past Gill. He has to move on back before any sort of counterplay can be brought out against that open goal. Boys State will walk out of that unscathed. Now Woozy pass to Durtho again, upper left corner, perfectly aimed.
They're just having the time of their lives right now. Everybody's on the same page, connecting passes left and right, getting their own solo plays along the way. With a minute and a half left, Boise State looking to solidify this second game, putting themselves on the match point.
Creed pass to midfield. Skrilla's way back on the field, though. He has to go diving for it. They will gain a good bit of ground. Creed in for the shot. Durtho beats him on the 50. Gill now plays off the wall. Woozy cannot get it to it before Creed gets the touch. Follow up by Promising. Durtho reads it and passes to Woozy. Huge bunch of ground gained for the Broncos in a very quick counterattack. And now they're going to go for another goal, but Durtho flies under it, can't make contact.
Last minute of this game. Boise State, all they need to do is hold. They're going to be happy if they can keep Nebraska to a goose egg right now, but right now it's going to be up to Woozy. He's going for the close angle double, doesn't connect. It's really clear. Obviously trying to keep it close, make sure not to get it too far away from anybody. Now it's Durtho's turn. Reset two. Woozy with the double and a hat trick as well. I wasn't sure he was going to get that angle.
Well, it's a great flip reset by Durtho to set it up. Woozy comes on in. Yeah, man, what a perfect angle. It's such a narrow angle to make, and yet he still finds it.
I'm going to say I think that's game two in the bag right now. 5-0, 30 seconds. Hold on.
All right, trying to make it 6-0. Boise State running away with it in game two. Demo on to Skrilla in mid. Gill now with the demo. Creed deflects off to the other side of the field. Promising. Ooh, he loses contact with that. His teammate Skrilla gets demoed upfield. Meaning Boise State can move on in. Gill to set up in mid. Woozy collects, and it's the 6th goal for the Broncos.
They're not being shy with piling on shots and goals in this second game. Just setting the tone for the rest of the series.
Only 5 seconds left, and a quick kickoff goal by Nebraska Lincoln.
Hold on.
Boise State.
This might be the strat. It's 6-1 with 4 seconds. Did we get a Brazil?
I mean, yeah, just do that. Yeah, set up a Brazil. Yeah, really. Let's get a 7-1 on the board here.
That might have been what they were looking for.
Doesn't look like that'll be the case, although Gill does have possession of the ball with the pass to Durtho. Shot on goal, and he ended with the Brazil 7-1. What a spectacular finish for the Broncos in game two.
You can see Promising diving on in there to try to make sure that one doesn't go in. Durtho being more powerful than that. The Broncos with a very confident game two win.
Sheesh. Wow. A lot of outstanding plays there. Just Broncos so deadly accurate. Shots on goal is completely flipped on over into the Broncos' favor. 73%.
That was a great game. That was full of excitement. I mean, Boise State just came out rolling, just hammering shots on one after the other. And I mean, you saw it in that scoreline, 7-1. They were not letting up.
But I also think the main thing that I'm seeing the Broncos over Nebraska is I'm seeing a lot of passing with purpose. There are a lot of passes that are clearly called out to teammates, and the teammate gets it on beat. There are very few kind of vague shots out to where no one is, I'm just trying to get it in the general direction of their goal. I'm seeing a lot more of that from Nebraska rather than the Broncos. When the Broncos are passing, they've already figured out their plan, and their teammates are on the same page with them to carry that plan out.
I absolutely agree. I mean, their bombs have to be just on point every time, and to be able to make those connections one after the other, it takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill from all the players. Gill. Quick shot there though. Try to redirect it down to the net. Woozy. He's going to be hovering back. He's going to grab that corner boost. Just playing it slow. Make sure you play defense. Cover the net. Creedster. Take a boost. It's going to give it away to Dirtho. Now it's his turn. One touch, two touch. Look for the dunk. It's going to go high. Gill to the corner. First stick continuing offense. Creed tries to be there and promising to rotate on in. Two defenders down the corner. Nebraska just to beat out one. Dirtho, not the touch he wants. Gill has to race back because the third man.
Dinner, eat your money.
Dirtho comes in, gets one touch, going, just chasing Creed all the way back toward the goal. Won't turn into an actual goal, but now Dirtho, lightning fast, is recontesting. Skrilla gets one touch, but Dirtho plays it under him. Will there be the follow-up from Woozy? He beats him to it on the 50, and it's just off the back post. Boise State got about as close as they could possibly get, but they still didn't get the goal.
Oh, they were so close. They just needed to pile on a few more shots. Might be Dirtho's next one, and it is!
Right dead center of the goal, too, and this also just speaks to Boise State's ability to manage their utility well. There just isn't any sort of boost for Nebraska to use. If they want to play with the Broncos, they got to have that boost and play as fast as them. When that goal was scored, each teammate had about 15 boosts, just not enough to play with.
Oh, that's good though on Boise State's end, boost starving them, making sure they can't have enough boost to make these saves. That was promising. Woozy, all he has to do is put the placement on, a little wide. Gill with a follow-up touch. He's gonna go close. He's gonna ricochet out of the corner. Gill, sidewall double. Trying to get his own solo play for the day. Not the touch Dirtho wanted.
Let's take a mulligan on that one and see if we can't do this the correct way. I mean, can they find all right, something's in the air right now. Something's a little bit off. Can we call a timeout? I'm calling timeout right now.
Recoup, maybe. Timeout. Can we get serious?
Maybe Gill can make it serious with this shot. He's going to set up for Woozy. Nope, that one gets away from them. Boise State's still in the lead, but last minute, definitely a bit embarrassing for him.
Still a lot of time left, though. They can get back from it. Maybe not. Skrilla is going to tie the game.
When you learn your actions have consequences,
Exactly.
Boise State allow Michigan to score on them. We haven't seen a scoreline this even since game one. Nebraska-Lincoln definitely be a team to capitalize on Boise State's mistakes. But Dirtho, with great positioning off the kickoff, can't turn it into a full goal. He ran out of boost just before the ball got to him. Woozy moves in, pinch off the wall. Back toward mid, Dirtho makes possession, bounce it off the backboard. Gill won't follow up, still wants to play this cautiously, demonstrated between both teams. Down to about 2 minutes. Boise State, their backboard defense, usually in the hands of Dirtho, and he's usually pretty on point with it. Gill pass to Dirtho, back in mid. They'll pass to Woozy in the center, back to Dirtho, but Creed beats him to it, breaks up the passing plays. And Boise State now still sits tied with Nebraska with about 2 minutes left.
I think that's what Nebraska is doing really well in this third game. They're able to cut off these passing plays out of Boise State and really keep them nullified on the back end. I mean, the scoreline pays testament to that, as it's still a tie game with just about a minute and a half left in this game. Gill, though, he's going to play slow, play it around a few defenders. Woozy trying to beg it to a teammate. Dirtho has to race to get to this one. Skrilla is going to be the faster on it. If it's an optimal 50, might be to a teammate. It's going to be Woozy. Better save out of Creed. He's going to go for the head of Skrilla. Great save out of Promising. Dirtho with a follow-up. Top bins down. Gill with another shot. It's just been shot after shot out of Boise State, but even better defense out of Nebraska.
Skrilla has 3 saves to its name. Creed 2, Promising 1. They only have a few shots on goal, and yet here we are tied into the final minute. Boise State needs this to win the series. Woozy ready to pressure up against the goal. Promising body blocks him. They can't get to the ball. Clear attempted, but Gill block in mid. Dirtho plays it back to mid. Woozy comes in to pick it up. Ball gets away from Gill. And Dirtho doesn't get an ankle he wants. They're still left looking for a goal.
I think they're really trying to look for each other more than the goal. They're trying to get these passing plays off to try and confuse the defense, and it might be this one.
There you go. That's one of those things Boise State likes to pull out, these pinch plays between two teams right in midfield or just leaving it for the other. The shots are often so fast that the other team can't respond. Boise State now looking good, heading into the final 27 seconds.
Though, maybe looking to add one more. Woozy steals that one from him. Creed tries to clear it back to the other side. Skrilla double commit to Nebraska right there. Creed left with 0 boost. He has to watch out for the demo behind him. Promising. Pop up could be perfect. He plays the 50. Dirtho. Great job out of him. Now down to the last 3 seconds. Dirtho redirect high. Gill looking for the shot. It's going to be wide. It's going to touch, and Boise State are going to sweep.
Nice job for the Broncos, ending their PEC season off with a victory, and a convincing one at that, 3-0. And just like that, it's a little surreal to believe that PEC Rocket League is already over, but that certainly doesn't mean that you should be tuning away, because we have still got weeks of Mountain West to go in Rocket League, still CECC matches to cover, and Boise State, of course, has the remainder of this final PEC week to play against various schools. Tomorrow we're going to see them go in a non-conference PEC matchup against Idaho State University, the classic Boise State Idaho State University.
That's fun.
Yeah, rivalry playing out there. So certainly a lot to see down here at the arena, and like the group down here with us right now, you're welcome to come in at any time, open weekdays from 12 to 9 p.m. But as of right now, I think we got to get on going.
I think so too.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Here are some highlights to close out your night. Congrats to the Broncos for another win.
Go for it. Go 20. Is this a 5? Yeah, it's a. Go. Press 50. Just cut it. Yeah, there we go.
It's okay. And caster mics. Make sure
I turned them off.
Okay, yeah.
I turned off live mixer.
Okay. And yeah, we're good.
There's just no sound. Oh shit.
Whoops. Well, that's
Cue outro. No, just cue outro.